Part 11. Part 11, as I am going on, who is independent and what's independence? So, in this series of talk, next at the level of Muslim Ummah's future, I would like to give some more recommendations as I talked about one united Islamic forces, one you can say united army. Secondly, I talked on Islamic political processing and Islamic political institution or Islamic international parliament. Parliament where Islamic laws and things would be made on. Here I would talk on Islamic banking. So, for making of its own independent Islamic, you can say, economic order within the Muslim world, for sake of investment and to develop business class, independent business class, and that would all go within the Muslim countries, and that's all will be the exercising of the business within the Islamic countries, and business class and business intellectuals will be, you can say, uh, given some ways out how to they could take start business, and how Islamic shared banking, and how Islamic banks, and how Islamic banking, and how all you can say Islamic wealth resources are to be reserved and stored in the within the Muslim Ummah, and that would be the highest order of the Islamic Ummah, that they would be free from any foreign impressions and foreign pressures, and by one way or the other way they would be freeing from and coming out of the agreements and you can say the pressures and the contracts that have been making us the victim of the international interests based banking. By this way, if we would have made the Islamic Commonwealth resources, and we would be, you can say, providing facilities and developing the resources and creating the opportunities and providing the chances, and you can say accessing and coordinating within the Islamic Ummah's people and brains would be on the provisions and adjustments of uh, the Muslim Ummah's main force at the education and studies level. Best brains could be shared and exchanged into Islamic banking and Islamic institutions and Islamic, you can say, departmentalization. That would be highly benefiting. So, the very next step that we could take in the making of the Muslim Ummah as a dream to come to into materialization, into reality, that's all we are to go after our own Islamic one man or one banking system, where we could come out of the foreign clutches, and that they are all time making investments in our countries, and larger section of our assets travels to into the foreign land. That's why we people, when we are deprived of our, you can say, the resources, then our brain go after them and get adjustment there and get merged with them, and in this way the concept of Islam and culture and basic beliefs are at the shattered stage, and it's high time that Muslim Ummah should go for a shared banking and for Commonwealth, you can say uh, Commonwealth processing, that will make us how to be stronger. So right after one man, you can say setup of the Islamic Ummah. Secondly, that would be the great idea for Islamic banking and one currency that should rule in all the Islamic world. While Islamic, you can say international political institution or Islamic international parliament will be there, then they could think on how we can make one currency and what should be its name and how we can make investment in every country by the central uh, policy makers that would be the part of the international, you can say, parliament. They would devise the lines and they will give the guidelines as to how we are to make one currency, Commonwealth resources, and free, you can say, interest banking, and how it could come out of the foreign clutches. That would be the all ultimate end of the slavery that is present in the world.